Always great catching up with my next guest. Curtis Millender is going to be fighting in Canada against KB Bhullar, Unified MMA 46. Curtis, how are you, man?
I'm great, sir. How you doing?
We are excited to see you fight in Canada, man, for Unified. Tell me how this all came together, because if I'm not mistaken, first time fighting in Canada ever.
Yeah, this is my first international fight, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Going to Canada, not a too long of a flight, which is perfect for my first international one. So I'm enjoying. I'm excited. I can't wait to go. Passport's in the mail, so ready to go.
Now, if I had to take a guess, I know Ed Cap does some work. He's the PR guy for Iridium, who is part of your management. Would he sort of the one that helped, facilitate all this? Because I know Ed does work for Unified as well.
I'm sure it was him. Lance is the one that messaged me about it.
Oh,
So
cool.
and I had just had a fight fall out, so it was perfect.
Perfect timing. Did you know anything about Alberta, Canada before you signed up for this fight? Did you know anything about it?
Of course, I was gonna go to the Stu Hart Dungeon. I was.
Oh, that's right. Of course, big pro wrestling
Calgary,
fan.
Alberta. That's where I wanted to go. Like that's like a perfect spot to go to, and it's a good spot for pro wrestling, of course. So, of course, I would be excited to go there. As soon as I heard Alberta, I was like, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Now, this is a middleweight fight. I know you've done catchweights before. Is this a permanent move, or just the fact that it's an opportunity and you're taking it up a weight class?
I'm a little older now. Making 70 was never an issue, but it's a lot of work. And if I'm not going to be compensated the way I feel like I should be compensated, um, I don't want to, go all the way back down to 70. Getting older, getting bigger, growing into my adult body. So, unless the money's right, I'm probably won't take trips down to 70 that often.
That makes sense. And how have you been feeling this camp, not having to cut that extra weight? Because I think people forget, you move up a weight class, it really takes a lot of the stress away from the weight cut.
I'm still pretty big though. I'm not I'm growing with the 185 frame.
Okay.
So I started camp at about 215. So
Yeah.
it's I'm still a big dude. I put on about 15 pounds. I used to cut from 2 to 70.
Mm-hmm.
So now from 215 to 85.
Yeah, and I can attest to this. I'm about 200 pounds. I saw you in Anaheim a few years ago. If you remember this, you were waiting in line, and we happened to see each other. And you're a big dude, man. I didn't know how you made 170, so I can definitely add a little bit to that. Sharp turn here. Got to quickly mention the last fight against Jared Gooden. What did you take away the most from that performance that you're bringing into this fight?
Definitely that I had to get used to the 185 weight class.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest takeaway from that was just the power. The power was the game changer in that last fight. Every time he touched me, even when my hands were up, I was like, oh shit, like this dude fucking cracked. And he's like big, and I'm looking, I'm like, yo, this dude is huge. Leg kicks has never been an issue for me, but like I said, like his legs are big, everything was big. I was like, yo, it was just the power. The power
Okay.
difference was the biggest thing. So I'm not gonna let that be the factor this time. Bhullar doesn't like strike me as too much of a power guy. He's more of a finesse guy like me. So I believe I'll have the power advantage in this fight too. So.
How much did you know about Bhullar before taking this fight? Because he's only had just the 2 fights in the UFC.
I didn't know very much about him at all. I did watch his fight, his debut in the UFC live. So I was aware of him, but I didn't really put too much time in him until now. So.
Yeah, no, completely understand that. Now that you have sort of assessed him as an opponent, how do you feel like you match up against him here?
Definitely match up very well against him. I definitely feel like I have a better striking, better grappling, faster experience. Like I have all the tools on my side.
Training camp, we see you at the gym there. Where are you training right now, and who've been some of the main training partners?
I am back at CSW in Fullerton under Ben Jones again. I'm getting really solid work here. I have a few guys that I work with on the outside that are tall, lanky guys, kickboxers. But I'm getting the work everywhere I need to be.
Any names we might know, or any up and comers we should be keeping an eye out for that you're getting to work with?
I have one cat. He's actually he's gonna make his pro debut here soon. Julian Duckenfield. That's somebody to look out for. Like
Okay.
kids he fights at 185 amateur. He's probably gonna go down to 70 as a pro. But that kid's good. He's like my everyday sparring partner right now. there's a lot of guys. So
Yeah, no, for sure. We'd be here for a while if we went down the entire list. Have you got your itinerary yet? Like, it's not actually that far of a flight, I don't think, from California to Alberta. So when are you actually arriving? Do you know?
but it's a 3 hour flight, so
Mhm,
I would believe I leave on that Wednesday,
mhm.
the 21st, and but no itinerary yet. I'm excited to go and see something a little different than the states. So might try to stay a day or two after the fight and enjoy the country a little bit. I'm actually taking one of my sponsors. Has been one of my sponsors since I started for almost 10 years now. He's from Canada, so he's actually going to be in my corner.
Oh,
So
cool.
I actually have a lot of people bought tickets that live in that area of Canada. So I'm gonna have some guys in the crowd in my chanting my name too. So
That's awesome. That's cool. Who else is going to be making the trip with you?
Ben Jones. So it'll be Ben Jones and Jacob Puikala, who's like been one of my sponsors, one of my best friends, business partner, everything. So
That's awesome. And how do you envision the fight playing out on September 23rd? How do you see this one going down?
he's definitely a slow starter. So I want to get his ass out of there quick, get him out of here in the first round, stay healthy so I can get something else in by the end of the year.
The implications of the win of a win here are pretty big, just with the fact that you guys are both UFC veterans. Always looks good on the resume when you're fighting someone like that. Not looking past September 23rd, but what do you sort of see the implications of a victory here?
Yeah, I want to get some local ones in. I have a lot of people here that want to see me fight local that haven't been able to. They saw me box a few months back, but there's some guys that want to see me get kick some heads off. So excited to do that. So November, hopefully, can get that in, and then focus on next year. I do plan on retiring next December,
Mhm.
so just try to get as much in as possible.
That's interesting. So you just sort of, when did you come to that conclusion that you were going to stop fighting after next year?
It's been a while.
Mhm.
I'm working on some things outside of fighting that I want to be able to focus on. I don't want to half-ass that or half-ass fighting. So, it's I definitely want to get my fights in and get my time in because this is truly my first love.
Mhm.
But I know I'm not gonna. I can't be in this shape forever. Can't fight like this forever. So at this level, so I want to go out while I'm still a big bad motherfucker in this game.
Before we get out of here, got to talk some pro wrestling. What are you liking right now, pro wrestling wise? See, I'm a very casual wrestling fan these days. I kind of follow along with what's happening. So I want to ask you, like, as a casual fan myself, what should I be paying attention to right now?
Roman Reigns as a heel is the dopest thing ever.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm truly enjoying Roman Reigns as a heel right now. I'm also uh, I am enjoying AEW as well.
Mhm.
I'm loving to see like what's happening with the guys going back and forth through the companies. Um, excited to see what Triple H is going to do as taking over McMahon's
For
job. So
Vince, yeah.
yeah, so
That should be
I'm
interesting.
excited. There's a lot of exciting things. I will be at SmackDown in 2 weeks at the Honda Center.
Nice. Okay, that's cool.
Already have my tickets for the first night of WrestleMania because
Yeah, it's mandatory. It's obviously mandatory that's got to happen. Did you not find that wrestling's really exciting right now? Like, even for me, I'm finding I'm kind of paying attention a bit more because of AEW, because of some of the movement with some of the talent and stuff, and you're seeing all these new up and comers coming through as well. Like, to me, it's been a lot more exciting than even say 5 years ago, I think.
yeah, oh definitely. And that's just because of change.
Mm.
When I feel like the Roman Reigns as a heel is a drastic change.
Mhm.
So that's going to make things more exciting. They're not overusing so many of the guys like Brock Lesnar. Not like overusing him. They're not overusing Ronda. It's a lot of things they're doing new. They're bringing new guys in. Even what they're doing with NXT is pretty fun. So
Yeah, I agree. And this is an awesome fight, man. I can't wait. It is Unified 46 coming up here real soon. You can't miss it. Curtis, if there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
um, of course, my team, CSW headquarters, Ben Jones, my coach, uh, family. I always say it, if you ever given me a ride to the gym, thank you very much. You ever given me gas money to get to the gym, thank you very much. All my sponsors, Kala Attorneys, Jacob Hui Kala, um, everybody, man. Everybody. If you support me, I support you. Thank you.